What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Centric Tech TV, where we talk about everything related to cybersecurity and tech. So, check this out. You get a text, it says your package couldn't be delivered. There's a link to reschedule within your email. You tap it without thinking twice. You tap it, click the link. Why wouldn't you, right? You decided to click 1,000 links before in the past, right? Except this one doesn't take you to your delivery company. It takes you to a landing page or another website that is built and engineered specifically to steal your login credentials the second you type it in. All right? No virus, no hacking, just one link and about 4 seconds to 10 seconds of not looking closely enough. Okay, so here's the misconception. Most people think they can eyeball a link and just know if it's safe or not. No weird symbols, starts with HTTPS, which I've explained to you before. Okay, Hypertext Transfer Protocol secure. It looks kind of like the real site, right? Good enough, right? But here's the problem. That instinct was built for a variation and a version of the internet that doesn't exist anymore. Attackers know exactly what your eyes are skipping over. They know exactly psychologically how you're thinking. And they design links specifically to slide past a casual glance. So here's the anatomy of how these links work. Let me break it down for you. Before you can spot a fake link, you need to actually understand what you need to be looking at or what you're looking for. Every web address is built the same way. Piece by piece, each piece can be faked. That's right, each piece can be faked. So take a real example apart. The HTTPS starts just means that the connection is encrypted, nothing more. After that comes the subdomain. That's number 2, the subdomain. And then number 3 is the actual domain of the website. Then the ending, the .com, the .net, the .org, or the whatever is at the end. The domain, the middle part right before the ending, is the only part that actually tells you who owns the site. Everything else, the subdomain in front, the folder path after, attackers can make literally anything they want. They can create anything they want. So a link, a link for your bank, your bank.com, chase.com, bankofamerica.com, citibank.com, attackers can make and say literally anything they want to. All right, so we need to understand that the only thing that matters is your bank.com or .login-secure.net or .com. Has nothing to do with your bank. That can be all fake. Your bank is not the domain here. Okay, login-secure .net or login-secure.net is. That one detail alone matters. Okay, so knowing which part of the address is the part that matters, and this defeats a huge chunk of phishing links on its own. And also bookmarking the real addresses after you type it in matters as well. I'll get into that shortly. So how do they do it? The lookalike trick. Now, here is where it gets sneakier. Attackers do not always change the structure. Sometimes they change the letters themselves. A lowercase L can look identical to a capital I depending on the font. 2 letters, right? 2 letters can be synonymous, right? A 0 can be a letter O. Numbers standing in front of letters that look almost the same. Register a domain like that, therefore, if the domain is registered like that, you have to take a close. You have to make it close enough in your mind, and your brain can autocorrect this, okay, without telling you. And most people will never notice at a glance. This is called a homographic attack. HOMOGRAPH. That's right, a homographic attack. It works specifically because reading is fast and pattern based, right? Your brain will fill in the gaps and create things that are not there. And attackers want to exploit this. They want to exploit exactly that shortcut. So to shorten the problem, then the other type of problem is the shortener problem, which is short links. Short links are everywhere now. They're on social media, in text, in ads, in SMS, because platforms limit space or people want clean looking links, right? So the catch is shortened links hide the real destination completely until you click it, right? You have no way to see. You have no way to see just by looking whether the shortened link goes to a legitimate website or article or credential stealing page, right? That does not mean that every short link, doesn't mean every short link is bad or dangerous, but it means you cannot judge a short link with your eyes only, the way you might any other normal link, normal one. So here's the other myth, the HTTPS and the padlock myth, right? So quick myth to kill completely, get it out your mind, throw it away. Basura, it's garbage. The little padlock to the left of HTTPS and the HTTPS in the front, at the front of the link, does not mean that the site is safe. It just simply means that your information and connection to that website is encrypted. That's right. Nobody can eavesdrop on the data that's in transit from your network to the network of the website. That's it. That's all it promises. Getting an encryption certificate is free and takes minutes, and attackers know how to do this. They do this, so the vast majority of phishing pages today also have that little padlock, right? Seeing HTTPS is not a stamp of trust anymore. It's just a baseline. It's just a baseline. So how to actually check a link? You can check a link very simply. It's very easy, and it doesn't require any technical skills. This is my free advice to you. Free tip. First, on a computer, hover your mouse over the link without clicking it. Almost every browser will show you the real destination of the address when you do this, okay? And usually in the bottom corner of the screen on the phone, you can press and hold the link instead of tapping it, and a preview of the real address will pop up. Second, number two, if the link is already shortened or you are not sure, copy it and run it through a free link checker before you click. That's right, run it through VirusTotal. VirusTotal allows you to paste a link and check to see if the link is dangerous. It will run the link and it will tell you if there are any flags to flag it as dangerous. Third, for anything sensitive like your bank login or your accounts, just skip the link entirely. Skip it entirely, right? Type it in, open your browser, type the actual web address yourself, or use a bookmark after you do that, okay, that you've saved and that you can save for later. That habit alone can eliminate almost every fake link and make them irrelevant because you've never followed it in the first place. You never clicked it. And fourth is the QR code. Just like the link, just because it's a QR code, treat it exactly the same as a link. It, you never click it, because if you don't scan it and click it, it's like the link. Scanning it just reveals the same kind of address hidden behind black and white square instead of a blue text or regular text, okay? So why does this matter? None of this requires you to become a security expert, ladies and gentlemen. It requires just 5 seconds of patience and changing your mindset to a security mindset or street smart mindset as it relates to the digital streets, right? Attackers are betting that you move too fast, right? They're betting that you're moving fast, you're on autopilot, not looking closely. Every single trick in this video, or the fake domain, the lookalike letters and numbers, the shortened links, the padlock, the HTTPS, all of them rely on speed. So slow down. Take 5 to 10 seconds, and most of these tricks, this homographic attack will stop working entirely. All right, so here's a quick recap. Let's look at it. Okay, let's lock it in. The domain part right before the .com, the .net is the only piece of the link that tells you who really owns it. Watch for the lookalike letters, the numbers, and standing in for real ones. Shorten links hide the real destination. So check them before you click. Use VirusTotal. Okay, not after you click. Check before you click. And remember, the padlock just simply means encryption. Okay, you can hover over it, you can press and hold. All right, and so don't forget, use VirusTotal. Put it in your bookmarks. That could be your first tool in as you get to becoming a better expert in cybersecurity, help desk, or just need to know information as a consumer. All right, in my next video, I can't wait to get into virtual private networks, aka VPNs, how they work, if you need one personally, and what they are, so you can know the language and what they do to secure your networks and how you can leverage VPNs. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the video, share the video with others. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Once again, it's Mr. Eccentric with Eccentric Tech TV. Don't forget to stay eccentric. Until next time, peace.